My name is Melissa Mora-Hatcher. This is my persuasive speech for Communications 101, and this here is Maxie. Did you know that it is estimated that 78 million dogs and 85.8 million cats are owned in the United States right now? And this is according to the ASPCA. The rehoming of pets would actually be less if owners were taught on how to care for their animals and meet their basic needs. As someone that works with many people and with pets, it's easy to see where people don't have enough knowledge to know how to take care of them, and that would make such a big difference as far as having to rehome an animal or take them to the shelter. In this speech, I will talk about why I think pet owners should have to take a class on general pet care before getting their dogs or cats any licenses. First, I will talk about what pet care looks like. I will talk about what would be taught in these classes, the benefits of these classes, and who would teach these classes. I will talk about the benefits of having a pet license in the first place, and finally, I will also talk about what will be prevented by making new pet owners take a class on general pet care. First, let's talk about what pet care is. Pet care in general is making sure that your pet's needs are met. A lot of this can be just from learning anything from their meals to knowing the love and affection that's going to be needed for them and their human. This is also going to talk about training and the training required so that way then they're not a nuisance on society, such as learning to sit, stay, and down command. This is also knowing what they should be eating and how much they should be eating. Did you know that new puppies until they're 12 weeks old have to eat 4 times a day? And puppies from 3 to 6 months old have to eat actually 3 meals a day? And you feed your puppies 6 months to 1 year, they can eat twice a day, and then after that they can eat once a day. A lot of people don't know that, and a lot of people don't understand that. As for cats, most cats have to eat 2 times a day, or they're free fed. Free feeding typically means that they get their bowl of food in the morning and they eat throughout the day whenever they're ready to eat. Bathing and grooming is also a necessity that a lot of people don't understand. So cats and dogs have to get bathed, they have to be brushed, and they have to be well taken care of as far as making sure that they're clean and not getting hairballs or getting sick or getting torn nails. So it's important to learn how to clip their nails or to know that you can take them to their vet and their vet will take care of clipping their nails. And also, speaking of vets, it is important to vaccinate your pet. This will help prevent so many diseases and so many future problems when taking care of your pet. This helps prevent parvo, which is a disease where it causes your pet to be horrendously sick with the worst kind of diarrhea, and it is highly, highly contagious. There's also rabies, which can mostly be caught from other wild animals. So if they got in a fight with a coyote, or if they went after a rat, or even, it's not in Nevada, but a raccoon. And this also helps with distemper and many other potential diseases that you can have. It's even important to make sure their teeth are taken care of because it prevents dental disease, which prevents things like heart disease and liver disease. Vaccines are needed to help prevent further issues and more serious diseases down the line. And you can see more of these issues at the AVMA.org resource website. So far, we've talked about basics for pet owners to know how to get started with their pets. This would be what we primarily taught in these classes. By knowing what is basically needed will set you above the standard of pet care. As much as 80% of pet owners don't know how to care for their pets. And this is according to MyAnimals.com. That's 80% don't know how to basically take care of their pets, which is another reason why I believe it is so important to learn those basic steps before you can get your pet licensed. The class, I would say, should either be taught by your local animal shelter or by your local veterinarian, because they are the ones that are going to interact with your pets the most. They are also the ones with the most knowledge for how to take care of your pets. So you're getting it from a first-hand resource rather than 50 billion Google searches. They are the experts, and they are the ones who will know how to answer your questions the most. The benefits of these classes is you are going to learn basic pet care. You are going to learn everything that we discussed earlier. It will urge you to actually do further research on your pet and their needs and making sure that everything is being met. And it will hopefully make you realize what a big, huge responsibility it is to own a pet. And it also teaches you the benefits of actually having a pet license and what that could do for your pet further down the road. Speaking of the benefits of a pet license, in most states, it is the law to have a pet license. This proves that your pet is properly vaccinated. For example, you can't get a license without a rabies vaccine for your pet. It protects your pet more if they wind up in the shelter, because by seeing that they're licensed, that usually means that they're cared for and that they have a home to go to, so a shelter is more likely to try and contact you to get you your pet back than not. And actually, in most states, your pet shelter is funded by the pet licensing. And honestly, it's really cheap to do. I think in Nevada, it's like $10 to license each of your pets. So really, what's the point in not getting it licensed? Now, this class would be beneficial for pet licensing because it's going to teach you how to care for your pet, and you are guaranteeing a closer bond with your pet and a closer life with your pet. It will help you learn how to better manage your pet and your time with them. By making this class mandatory to get your pet license, there is a guarantee that a new owner will know basic pet care. So you'll know, get your pet vaccinated. You'll know, trim their nails. You'll know, brush them out, otherwise your house is going to be a mess. You'll know these basic things as far as how to potty train them, as far as how to do anything that is basic and necessary for them. It will make the transition of having a new pet easier. And basic knowledge is honestly better than no knowledge. It will ensure you have a good understanding of all the steps needed to take that you need to take to make sure you legally take care of your pet and you legally own the pet and that they're going to have a long life. Basically, in conclusion, in this speech you have heard the benefits of learning basic pet care, what basic pet care is, and the benefits of having a pet license, and why a class should be mandatory to get your pet license. I hope that you learned what a huge responsibility it is to own a pet and to care for them. This is the first step in owning and properly training your pet so that they can be with you for a very long time. Thank you.